I'm stunned. Not really stunned, but stunned enough that, I've seen it happen before, and I'm like, yeah, I can see it. So here we go. Socialist, and that should be the key word here. I could just end it right now and I go, thank you very much, good night. But I'm not going to. But Socialist Mayoral candidate, by the way, not a Republican. Who would have thought that a Socialist Mayoral candidate is on the Democrat side? Who would have thought that the political party in the United States that's on the political left that's closest to socialist has socialist candidates? I didn't see that coming. Of course I did. Says police re-victimize people, wants to end social workers on emergency calls. Yeah, I can't see anything gonna happen wrong with that, because any smart person out there can game this out. You can sort of look into the future through, not even rose-colored glasses. You just kind of look and go, well, what happened? Some social worker shows up to a domestic call, and it immediately goes to shit. Because social worker. Perhaps we should train police more. Oh, no. We're going to take more of their money away, because that would make sense. Anywho, the Socialist Mayoral candidate, Democrat, in Buffalo, New York, said that sending police officers on emergency calls just re-victimize people and wants to send social workers instead. Right. Because, I've already explained that. India B. Walton pulled off a surprising and unexpected victory. Now, it's not really unexpected. They're socialists. They're also Democrats. They're in a big city such as Buffalo. It's going to happen eventually, and it did. In the Democratic primary for the mayor's office in June, Walton has said that she wants to cut the funding to the police force and send social workers to respond to some emergency calls. On Wednesday, Walton reiterated that policy when responding to an incident where a 3-year-old was shot. Quote from the Socialist Walton, "It is my concern that community has experienced a very deeply hurtful trauma, and our response was to re-victimize them with another traumatic event, rather than send in social workers and mental health counselors." By the way, folks, how long do you think it'll take for people who have social workers show up to start to hate them just as much as police officers? 2 minutes. Walton says she plans to reallocate $7.5 million of police funds to social programs. Yeah, nothing bad can happen from that. Now, if you said we're going to reallocate $7.5 million of police funds back into the police to train them better on constitutional rights, who they can and can't arrest, what you can and can't do to First Amendment auditors, et al., I would go, yes, we should do that. But taking that $7.5 million and putting it into midnight basketball isn't going to do a goddamn thing. Quoting from Miss Walton again, "I would go to a lot of things that we talked about just now, into ensuring that people have access to mental health services, that communities have the resources that need to thrive, things like wraparound services, educational assistance for young people, job training skills," said Walton. Oh, she also continued with this. "And also just organizing," there we go, organizing, "and frontline people who can go knock on someone's door and have the door answered to be able to offer some of the services that have been underutilized." I had a video yesterday where I talked about the potato and his administration wants to send out government stooges door to door to promote vaccine use. So she's asking to do the same thing, but send in more government state stooges to go to door to offer assistance. Not a good idea. I don't want any government, any state government, any local government coming around to my house, knocking on my door and asking how I feel and do I need any educational services? No, go fuck yourself, have a nice day, slam the fucking door in their face. Walton has proudly proclaimed herself to be a socialist and has said she will work to make the government of Buffalo far more progressive than it already is. So, if I get this straight from Miss Walton here, the Miss Socialist Walton, is that she's saying that the government is already in Buffalo way progressive, but not progressive enough. So we need to make it socialist to get to the zenith of progressivism. Aha. She's a supporter of Black Lives Matter. No shit. And has said that she looks up to Representative and everyone's favorite fucking maniac, Cori Bush, Democrat, Missouri. Wow. So there you go, folks. You got a socialist that just won the primary on the Democrat side. So what does that tell you when you go to the voting booth from here on out? When you go pull that lever, or you sign in that D next to that person's name, you're a fucking socialist. I know what you're going to say. Well, I vote by this. No, you don't. Fuck you. You're a fucking socialist. Go fuck yourself. Don't fucking lie to me. Own up to it. Own up to it that you prefer socialists and you want a socialist government. Just say it. Just come on. Don't here to try to bullshit me. Don't sit there and try to like him and haw and try to tap dance around the situation or the subject. You're a goddamn socialist. If you're a Democrat, you're a fucking socialist. Just admit it. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Don't sit there and go, I am not, goddammit. My father in the back in the day was a blue dog Democrat. I am just a little more progressive. Fuck you. You're a socialist. Just admit it. Just fucking admit it. Okay? Just admit that you would love to throw me in a re-education camp if I stood in your way of your progressive ideals and needs and wants. Just say that. Because the truth shall set you free. Do you not understand that? And if you're in Buffalo and you vote for this piece of human garbage, this Walton character who's a goddamn filthy fucking socialist, then I don't know what else. There's no help for you anymore right now. There's none. This is what the culmination of being a Democrat is. Socialism. And if you keep voting for socialism, and if you think that Chicago is a really cool town to live in, or a city, we've seen 104 people shot last weekend on July 4th weekend, and if you like that, vote for that here in Buffalo, because you want more people dead in Buffalo, New York, if you vote for a goddamn filthy fucking socialist.